Good day guys, my name is Lord Tomo. Welcome again to another Sonic the Hedgehog toy item collector review. As you know, I'm Lord Tomo with the blue stick. I got a Sonic the Hedgehog doing absolutely nothing because that's what he does over here. Let's put him aside and get to the actual review because that's what we're here for. This is quite possibly the shortest review I will be doing in this channel, but I will obviously release a more longer one. I don't know, is that a thing people want? This is a Sonic the Hedgehog Collector's Edition motion pen. I actually had another one, which I will go into detail, which I had for a while, but I'm going to address a specific issue, and just for those people who actually do or don't know what's going on with this sort of stuff. But let's go through the nitty picky. This is created by none other than Paladon. Paladon? I'm pretty sure I pronounced it wrong, but if I am, if I'm not, oh sweet. So essentially, Paladon is quite an immersive company in that it makes quite a few claims that it's, by claims I mean they essentially make a lot of Sonic the Hedgehog merchandise and they just work on the title Collector's Edition. Now I don't know if that's because it will eventually be super rare down the track, or it's just a gimmick to basically get people like myself and various other Sonic collectors to essentially buy it. I'm going to go on the off track and basically say, yeah, it probably will be a quite sought after in terms of mint condition if you're that sort of person eventually in the future, but at the current time I don't think so. It's exceptionally common. I could find this practically everywhere: Amazon, eBay. I even think I saw this in one of my retail stores here in Australia, so that's always an awesome plus to basically get. But let's go to the nitty gritty of the packaging itself, then I'll talk about the pen and my general feedback, just in case if you're the sort of person that wants to pick this up down the track. So essentially this is pretty homogeneous in that of its previous Paladon merchandise pertaining to Sonic the Hedgehog. By that I mean it essentially has the same kind of design to it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can definitely check out the other Sonic the Hedgehog reviews that I have, but essentially what I mean about that, it's pretty stock standard in terms of how they do it. They have their standard very faded tilted blue, navy blue, somewhat creamy color, and of course the stock standard Sonic the Hedgehog imagery there, which essentially just has various faces of Sonic the Hedgehog there. The title is of course obligatory, that is required, Sonic the Hedgehog. It says Collector's Edition because it's collectors, maybe, who knows. You have a picture of Sonic the Hedgehog revving up. This picture, oddly enough, looks kind of out of place. I don't know if it's because of the stripy look to it, or is because it's just not meant to be there. I don't know, it's hard to say. It's just, I'm not a graphics designer, so I can't exactly, you know, give my 2 cents worth of what they're thinking about. But it looks weird. That's what it is. It just doesn't look like it's meant to be there, even though it's supposed to be there. Who knows? It's got a picture of essentially what it does, and it says "Took Me," and it says "Motion Pen, Moving Sonic Game Sequence." Yeah, it's apparently a game, which actually I'll tell you what makes this supposedly a pretty bad game, but this is yeah, pretty bad. So the back here is, once again, this backing looks actually way much better than the front, quite honestly. You have the checkered Sonic the Hedgehog sort of esque typical design, and of course you have a larger version of the Sonic the Hedgehog sort of stuff. Moving, it says here, includes 2 moving game characters, and it just shows you how to hold the pen in case you don't know how to hold the pen. So you have a picture of Sonic the Hedgehog, and you have 2 pictures for 2 smiley faces. It says card is 100% recyclable, eco-friendly, love that, and plastic PE PET. Check with your local recycling facility. So I quite find this pretty awesome, that the fact that they make this extremely recyclable. Most items these days aren't, which if you're into the whole eco-friendliness, I think this is a major plus. And of course it comes from the UK, Brighton Road, UK. I have absolutely no idea. I've never been to the UK. I will probably eventually go, because why not? That's the way I do things. But that's essentially it. Now what makes this a crummy little game is you're going to see this. So if you flip it from one side, if I do this properly, go down Sonic. Okay, so if you move it down, I'm going to bring this in as close. You have a picture of Dr. Robotnik, or Dr. Eggman, whatever you want to call it, and Sonic the Hedgehog is essentially, is he running? No, he's spinballing it, right? And you have a bunch of rings. Now my understanding of games is you have an objective to win, but there are obstacles in which you can't win, as in if you fail to meet those obstacles or puzzles, whatever, you'll lose and you have to restart, which means you have a chance of winning and you have a chance of losing. This is a poor game in that there's absolutely no way you could essentially lose. So you flip it down that way. Oh my god, there goes Sonic, and Robotnik isn't even moving. And even if you move him all the way down, he actually locks into place in that he can't go any further to basically capture Sonic. So there's absolutely no way for him to win at all. So this is a pretty crummy game. Worse than 06, but then again 06 is pretty much glitch galore. So that's that. That's the packaging, and this is the actual pen. Now this is, yeah, your stock standard pen. It's literally just blue, and it's got the title Sonic the Hedgehog, and it's got the images there. Now you can't see, but essentially all the fluids have been drained out, and it was annoying. Now in order for you to take out the little end pen bit, you just have to flip it around, and it basically comes out. You flip it around back out, and it is your stock standard pen. You can't go any crazy. Now there is a major criticism I have with this. The first pen that I got, which sent me back about, Christ, $14, including postage, which is, you know, for a pen, I don't think that's, you know, good enough, but it is what it is. And I was like super ecstatic. I'm like, awesome, got it. No joke, the minute I received it, all the fluids came out, so I was really bummed out about that. So this is, I'm going to assume, prone to being damages. Mind you, this is the one that I received, the first one, so I'm not sure if this is a universal thing or if other people have suffered the same issue, but my one came pretty much drained out, and all the fluids came out, and it was, and I don't know if it was water, but it was this kind of greenish sort of fluids, which just, it was absolutely horrible. I didn't get another pen for a couple of months because I was totally put off by it completely. But eventually I was just like, you know what, I'll just pick up another pen. Best of luck, see what's out there, and there he goes, and see what's out there and go from there. So I picked up another pen, and this one came in pretty decent condition. I did notice one thing with this pen compared to this pen's packaging. This one packaging did not have holes, which you can probably tell from there. My guess, could be wrong, that when this was packaged, all the holes and all the seals were pretty much sealed off, so it somehow combusted due to the heat or something. I'm not a scientist, I wouldn't be 100% sure, but they've rectified that, so yeah, I don't know. Got this for $14 as well, so total, technically both pens cost me $30, and normally, but most people know me as someone who doesn't necessarily care too much about price in terms of paying for stuff, but this, it was more, I honestly feel this is more expensive than it really should be. If at all, it should be $5, you know, push the maximum probably 10, but 15, man, that's killing my pocket. It's like, you know, I'm not the richest guy out there, but I'm definitely not the poorest, so, but even then, it is what it is. But yeah, definitely pick it up if you're into that sort of gimmicky thing, collector's thing. I don't know how I'm going to display this, if at all. I probably won't, maybe. I have no idea. I'm just going to throw this in storage until my new place gets built, so then I'll figure it out when that happens. Anyway guys, thank you for checking out this review. 1 star out of 10 in terms of rarity, because you can literally find this anywhere, so don't expect this to be the most hardest thing to find. Will it be rare down the track? Probably will, to be honest. I don't know. You may or may not. Who knows if you're into that rarity style. Guys, thank you for checking out this review. Take care, speed on, and peace.